So I wanted to do a video on how the auction works. A lot of you are new to auctions. You've maybe never done one before. And also a lot of you might be new to Webb cattle. So I just wanted to explain who we are, how the auction works, and just give you some kind of insider things that you may not already know. The auction is all 100% online. We have 25 calves in this sale, and this is going to be one of the best sales we've ever had as far as variety. We have micro minis in there. We have mid-size non-chondros, chondros, registered stock. We have smaller registered calves, and we also have mid-size registered calves. We have one registered bull and one little steer. So 23 of the calves are heifers. The rest, like I said, we have a steer and a bull, and everything else is a heifer. So if you're looking for breeding stock, and that's what we specialize in, our area is providing breeding stock. We also tend to have some smaller calves that are great for ag tourism. And of course, they're cute and we love them for that reason, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to breed something in the middle ground. Something that's kind of, we love the micro minis, and a micro is 36 inches or smaller. I'm not gonna say that we really prefer that for ourselves. We prefer like a 36, 38, 40 inch chondro, and that the reason for that is because then we feel like you could put on a smaller bull on that animal and safely have calves. And I'm sure you could probably do it with something smaller, but it's hard to find a bull to put on those smaller girls. And if that's your goal, if your breeding is your goal, we want to help you with something a little bit on the bigger side of micro. So between the micro and the mini, again, between the 36 and 40 inches, we feel like is a great size for your chondro positive girls. For your miniature girls, I think anything that's 42 to 45 is a great size. That's actually a perfect size to have a little chondro bull and put them on, and you don't have to worry about the bull getting broken down from trying to get on a girl that's too big. So those are kind of what we strive for. We even strive for that in our registered stock. So my registered stock has some really cool bloodlines. I have things from the Queen's Fold. I have things that started herds in Australia, and I work towards those cool bloodlines. But in addition to that, I try to find smaller Highlands that are naturally small, and we try to breed them to our smaller bulls so we can produce smaller registered stock. And that's just kind of another thing that we like to do, is just so you can still have a nice, beautiful cow, but maybe a little bit on the smaller side. But we don't solely focus on heights of our cows. We really want our herd to have a certain look. And if that look comes in a little bit bigger package, that is 100% okay with us, because I want people to come out and look at my herd and be like, oh my God, what a beautiful fold she has. And I want the same thing for you guys. So we want to produce that, and we want you to be able to buy that from us. One of the ways that we stand out a little bit is that we aren't just making beautiful calves and selling them to you and then we never see you again. We are a support for all of our buyers, and we're also a support for the whole entire industry. We kind of built our name on helping people. We've always helped. You don't have to buy from us in order for us to help you. You can reach out and I'll answer your questions. We don't gatekeep. There's a lot of things that I'm very transparent about. So if you really need help with something and you just want to ask away. You don't have to buy from us in order for that to happen. And we support our buyers through their entire process, anything that they need. So whenever it comes time to breeding, if you have breeding questions, you need help with that, we're there to support you and help you. In addition to that, the way we breed is a little bit different than everybody else. Also, we do naturally breed to our Highlands, but we also have a surrogate program. In our surrogate program, we use embryos and we put them in surrogate cows, and then we calve them out. The reason we do that is because we get to use the very best genetics. We get to handpick the best bulls, the best cows in the industry. The cows we own, so we know their quality. Most of the bulls we own. Occasionally we do source out other straws from other people because they have really nice genetics and it gives us variety. But we have about 19 bulls that we have ourselves that we use. And so we try to use a lot of our own stuff, but we do embryos. And so then that's why when you see our product, you're seeing consistency, and we're getting that cute factor every single time, and we're getting really, really nice calves. It's because We're specifically breeding for that. We're hand picking the best dam, the best bulls, and we're putting those together. And we've had things that don't work great, and we just don't do that again. And with any breeding, you're going to have 25% of your calf crop that is amazing, 50% that is very nice, and 25% that's kind of like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. But that's going to be with any breeding program. We increase those numbers because we're going out and we're specifically getting the very, very best stock, and we're using that for our breeding. So that's why you see us with such nice stock and very nice calves, is because that's what we're doing. And we've spent a lot of time in picking our cows that we use as donors and picking our bulls. We've raised a lot of our bulls, but I've also bought a lot of bulls in the industry, and I've got them from some really great breeders, and it's just really helped boost our program overall. So let's get to the auction and how that works. The auction is online. It starts at 9 a.m. and it closes at 7 p.m. The 7 p.m. close is a soft close. What we do is called racehorse style. So whenever you're bidding, you're going to, at the very end, it's going to have where somebody puts in a bid, and it doesn't matter if they put in a bid on anything in the auction, the entire sale restarts for 5 minutes. So that gives people the opportunity to go in and put in another bid. But it also, what's great about it is if something gets above somebody's budget, they still have an opportunity to go down through the other 24 calves and pick something different without it already being closed. So if they lose out on something, they have a chance to go in and pick something else. So the whole auction will just restart every 5 minutes, and it will continue like that until there are no bids on anything at all. So sometimes that can go into a couple of hours over. So just be prepared for that. A lot of times it doesn't go that long, maybe 45 minutes, but we have had it go a couple hours over. And so again, just be prepared. This auction's kind of a special auction because it's almost Christmas. Our calves, that's one of the things that we do with our calves. They are weaned before they leave. We don't do bottle babies. I know a lot of people do the bottle babies, and that's great, but we feel strongly that our babies need to be with their dams, and they need to learn how to be cows. They need to be healthy. So the health of our calves is very important to us. So they are, in addition to wanting them to stay with their dam until they're weaned, we also vaccinate as soon as they're born. We vaccinate again at weaning. Our vet provides us a certified vet inspection prior to transport, so nothing leaves our farm without that certified vet inspection. Nothing. The vet always sees them, and she always sees them within 10 days of them leaving. There's not much of a gap there. Usually it's a few days. So that's very important to us. The health of our calves is top priority. That's over everything. So that's one reason we don't do the bottle babies. Nothing against the people that do, because the people that do bottle babies, they tend to do a pretty good job at it. It's just not our thing. So again, part of the auction is you're going to buy the calves now. It's half down, and then they don't leave until spring. And that's when the remaining balance is paid. And it's paid prior to transport. This auction is a little special because it's Christmas time. So, some people want something to have under the tree, basically. Not that you're going to put a calf under the tree. It's a way to, it's a good gift. So what we're doing is we're offering a framed print, and it's just a wooden frame. It's like a 16 by 16, I think, size, and it's a picture of your calf. We'll have that drop shipped to you so you can have it before Christmas. And so then you do have something to give under the tree if it's going to be a surprise for somebody. So saying all of that, let's get back to transportation. I have some really good transporters that I love, I trust. I ask them to do things for me personally. They are the guys that I only allow to haul my stuff. They are listed on my site, so you can go down through all the auction lots and you can see transporters. These are just the guys we recommend because we know they do such a good job. They're going to get them to you safely. They're going to get them to you efficiently. And they're going to communicate with you, which are all huge things whenever you pay this much money for a calf. So those guys are ones we recommend, but you do not have to use them. They're just the guys that we recommend. If you have your own transport, that's fine. If you want to come pick up, we would love to meet you. So absolutely feel free to pick your calves up, come and meet us. we have an Airbnb. You're more than welcome to schedule a stay at the Airbnb, spend a day. We'll take you on a tour, do all the things before you come and get your calf, if that's something you're interested in. And basically that's pretty much how all of this works. Good luck with everything at the auction. I'm super excited about this one just because it is one of the best rounds that we've ever had because of variety. Again, we have some really neat showstoppers in there. We have, there's not one thing in there that I wouldn't want to have in my own herd. And so we're really proud of this one, and I appreciate everybody's support, and let's see how Sunday goes.